First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom, Wakasayim, Wabarakim. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto all you Zaquan Akim, to the hopeful elect out there, to the Biashar Dawadah, to the house of David, La all called Bakarium, all called Ratasa, which means all the elect all throughout the world. All right, and we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right, I say so-called because we actually make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Right now, we're here in Babylon the Great, which you know as America, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. All right, believe it or not, today is February 4th, 2023.
Sheesh.
You know, and it's cold as hell out here, but the spirit is on fire, man. Bring that up.
Yep. This is the book of Isaiah 42 and verse 8. I am the Lord, that is my name.
Right, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists or he is to be. The name of the Son is Yahushai, which means he is the deliverer. Okay?
And it says, in my glory will I not give to another.
Right, there's only one name. All right, there's no calling on Yahweh. There's no calling on Christ. No calling on Yehoshua. Those are not the correct names, and the Lord ain't going to hear you.
And it says, neither my praise to graven images. Verse 9, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare.
Right, the former things that come to pass, meaning what? 70 AD, the destruction of Jerusalem by the Roman army, where 1 million Jews fled into Africa. Right, the falling away written about in Thessalonians. Okay, so the former things have come to pass. All right, us going into Egypt again.
I got it.
By way of ships. You know?
I got it. Verse 10, and it says, oh my bad, verse 9, before they spring forth, I tell you them.
Right, but there's still more prophecies that have to come to pass. Like the rice device, right, the MOTB, the charagma of Revelation 13, 16 on down, where you're going to be able to pay with your palm.
The prophecies coming to pass and go past on a worldwide scale, like legally. You know what I mean? It's like when you say, oh, the day's a lot, that legally came to pass. When you say the MOTB, that's legally coming to pass. Legislation, the government is doing it.
Unrighteous decrees.
Right, unrighteous decrees are being formed that are fulfilling what the prophecies we're talking about. You know, when we say prophecies, it's not like, oh, you just woke up and oh, you're not an Israelite no more. Now you're black as a slave in America. Like things went down for it to come to pass. So things are going down like World War III. Everything is literally being seen.
Yep.
You know?
Right, I believe Russia's supposed to launch a full-scale invasion of 100,000 troops on Ukraine pretty soon, man.
200,000.
Yep. 200,000. Why?
200,000.
You know, so shit is popping off, man. You know?
Yep.
You have one.
Well, I was going to get it and you got it. I was going to take that in camera. Isaiah 10 and 1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Right, and that's how we know.
Decree unrighteous decrees.
Right, and that's how we know that the earth has been given unto the hand. That the earth has been given unto the hand of the wicked, because he has been given unto the hand of the wicked to set up unrighteous decrees. Yeah? To give you the illusion that you have the freedom to go out and commit iniquity. You know?
Yep, like it's your choice. And it says, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
That's grievousness, man. You know, child support, alimony, divorce court, you know, all of these things are grievousness, and it's all against the men, especially if you
Habakkuk 2 and 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch and see what he would say unto me.
Right, and in the ancient world, man, when you had these great kingdoms set up, all right, you had the king, okay, you had the priest, you had the bodyguards, if you will, and then on your towers, on your towers of your city, you had watchmen watching over the city. And what was their job to do? To blow the trumpet to let you know of impending danger. Okay, a good depiction of that is that show Vikings, man. When Ragnar and the Vikings attacked, I believe they attacked France, you had the watchmen on the towers blowing the trumpet. All right, so they could get ready to defend the city. So this is what we're doing. Okay, we're blowing the trumpet out here, speaking of the prophecies, letting you know what's coming to pass. Okay?
And it says, And what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Right, so, you know, people saying that, oh, this man wrote the book, or it's a white man's book. You don't have any understanding, and you're not spiritual. The Lord dealt with prophets, and he always told them to write down what they saw, or what he told them, what he gave them. He told them to note it down.
Yep.
You can read that in Isaiah. You can read it in Esdras. It's all over the scriptures, man.
Yep. And it says, and write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
And we're making it plain. Okay, we're not out here, you know, speaking unto you with all these extravagant vocabulary of words. You know, we're breaking it down so where a baby can understand it.
Right.
You know?
Hey, can you read this precept? This is 1 Corinthians 14:8. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to battle? So we have to be blowing the trumpet for you to understand what's going on, because if it's an uncertain sound, like in our law, you have certain trumpets that you will blow depending for a ceremony, a battle, you know, all these type of things. So,
feast day.
yeah, feast days. So if you're not blowing the right trumpet, then how are you gonna warn the people what to be prepared for?
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. You know? Good, brother?
Yeah, it's good. Just trying to keep it covered.
Back in Habakkuk 2 and 3, and it says, for division, Habakkuk 2 and 3, for division is yet for an appointed time.
Right, the division of America being destroyed, there's a set date, a set hour, second time where those nukes are going to be shut off, where Yahushua is going to get the green light to come back with Michael the Archangel. It's a set in stone time when that's going to happen. When the elect is going to be delivered, when the MOTB is going to be pushed on a mass scale, you know, the judgment beginning at the house of Israel.
Yep.
There's a lot of confusion amongst Israelites, man, especially dealing with that prophecy. You know, some guys will tell you it's sin, or some might tell you that it's embargo, you know.
Well, the great Naquam is supposed to break it down today. They got a class,
Oh, man.
you know, Elder Pastor Har was talking about it, which I had saw myself, but they have a exclusive live they're gonna do to dismantle it not being the Karagma.
So he's saying what it's not.
Yeah. So he
What camp is that?
Wi-Fi.
Oh, wow.
Adam Abbott.
Watchman for Israel?
Yeah, the Watchman. I got one because the brother said there's a certain time, right? This is the Sarah Connor scripture. Because in the movie Terminator, she gave a specific time, hour, and day that Judgment Day would come because she got a vision of it. This is Revelations 9 and 15. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. So there's a specific time and this is gonna go down. But no man knows a time, hour, or day.
Right.
You know?
Right, we're not saying that it's going to happen, you know, July 25th, 2023. We're not saying that. It's not our job to say that. It's our job to tell you the signs that are leading up to these great prophecies. You know, that's what the Lord gave us. Yep.
Back in Habakkuk 2 and 3, and it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And now that we're at the end, we see all these prophecies they're speaking, man. You know, it's speaking loud and clear. The MOTB is speaking loud and clear. I just did a video a couple weeks back. The MOTB, you know, they want to put a subdermal device with subdermal, which means under your skin, all right, implant you with it. And that's going to be your new form of identification. And it's going to have your health records, the very hip. You know, it's going to have your money on there. You won't be able to buy or sell without it.
Yep.
You know, that's the future of this world. Everything is going cashless, man. You know?
Hey, can I say something? There's a reason why the Lord had John write that it was buying and selling too. You know what I mean? Because he said he causes, but there's a reason why he was able to see and record that they were also buying and selling with it. So you can't, when you're breaking that down, you can't ignore that. You know, a lot of guys ignore the 17th verse, you know, but that's a clear indicator of what we're telling you, how the art, you know.
You got something? No, let's get that.
Yep. You want me to start up a little or
Um,
just like 50, 60? Okay, I got
I
you.
was gonna say one.
Yeah.
Might lead us other places.
Yeah, right.
Let's start at 15.
Yep. Revelations chapter 13 and verse 15. And let's dissect this, you know. It says, and he, who's the he?
But here's the beast. That's another thing, because when you talk about the M-A-R-K, it says the M-A-R-K of the beast.
Yep.
Okay? So how the hell is the M-A-K of the beast is sin when we've been sinning since, you know, since before Yahushua came on the scene?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's the whole reason Yahushua came on the scene. Okay? Oh, death, where's thou sting? The sting of sin is death.
Yeah.
Right?
Doesn't it say that she transgression came by Eve? So Eve was the first recorded vessel to sin, you know?
So that's the case. Sin always been here.
Yeah.
So what makes this beast so special?
Right.
You know?
Right. And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image.
Now, why did he have power? Because the Lord gave him that power. Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. And these are dates, the Renaissance.
Right. Which you have to mention Christopher Columbus. His real name was Cristobal Colon. He was an advocate, man. All right? That devil knew where he was going. And the 10 tribes are the northern kingdom, which make up the natives, Seminole Indians, Latin, and Hispanics.
Yep.
Those are the 10 tribes.
Crazy. And it says, and real quick, in Cristobal Colon, I'm gonna ask you, Ira, what head was Christopher Columbus? What one of the 7 heads was Christopher Columbus from? Spain. Boom. There you go. So that proves right there. So Spain was one of the 7 heads from Rev 13, and through that empire led to what? Esau coming over here, which further through history led to the establishment for the whore and the beast today. NATO. Right, and guess what? America's a part of the beast.
Yeah.
Because America's a part of NATO and the EU. You know? So it's history too. You know, so someone can't say, okay, I'll ask you, is Russia a part of the beast? Okay, now bonus question, why not? They're in the Warsaw Pact. Well, they didn't leave. The reason NATO formed was to combat Russia. Good, brother. Good. I'll read it again. Okay. It says, and we established he being Esau, had power, Job 9:24, to give life, meaning it lives like Frankenstein, you know? Right. It lives. It's a monster he creted.
Manifest. With his witchcraft, with his technology, with his sorcery.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Because what is the media? What is the goddamn internet, man? The great web, it's a net.
Yep.
You know, his television.
Yep.
You know, his CNN.
Television,
mind control, MK Ultra.
Yeah.
So it is, he's bringing it to life, man.
Yep.
You know?
I just want to look the word life up real quick, if I may.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I'm just curious. When you go into the word, it says, it just says, this, that, these, etc., only significant rendering others, okay, so it didn't go too much into it, but we get it. We get what life is, unless I clicked on the wrong one. And it says, Rev 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. So the image, you're looking at the image. You know, the military, the religion, patriotism, you know, the Federal Reserve note. The money was the main thing that Esau used, which now, speaking of money, guess who's accepting other currencies for oil? Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia is now saying we're accepting more than just the Federal Reserve now, which now is weakening the dollar more than it's ever been.
Right, because when you're dealing with Saudi Arabia, now you're dealing with the petrodollar, which is pretty much backed by oil. And now Saudi Arabia got the oil. Now it's going into the 7 princes of Ishmael, right? So they're wealthy over there. They ain't rich, they wealthy. But now what they're doing, they're doing away with the petrodollar and dealing with other currencies, man. From nations like Russia and China, like the brother's saying.
Yep.
So that's going to cause economic collapse too.
Yep. And it says, I'm sorry.
All right, now this right here is a photo of a breakdown of the image, and it says, worshiping the beast is going along, tolerating, and being part of the way of life here.
Oh, the kings had committed fornication with the whore. So they, what did it say, getting along?
Yep.
They was in bed with her.
The Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia's in bed with the whore. It's making money off the whore, man.
But you know what? Babylon made its own pit, because just like the relationships in Babylon, they don't always last. High school sweethearts, and then years later, they stop loving each other. Well, that's exactly what's going on right now. China was high school sweethearts with Babylon. You know, in many other countries, now they've gotten older, they've seen what else is out there, they're tired of taking the hoe back. Her whole life, she's been a hoe to them. Now they're saying, I'm good, I'm done with you. They're filing a bill of divorce, you know?
What's cool? I'm sorry. 227. Okay, 227. And it says, i.e., politics, democracy as a whole.
Well, let's talk about that real quick. The politics are a psyop.
The Senate, the public.
Yeah, which goes back to Rome. But even when you dig deeper, it's a controlled opposition.
Two wings of the same
Bird,
bird.
yep.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like,
Yep.
And it says, i.e., politics, democracy as a whole.
Well, now the democracy is turning into technocracy. This is why you see people like, you know, Bill, all these guys that are speaking, experts.
Elon Musk.
That's a part of their new world order, is have an in particular expert decide what happens to the country, and then government listens.
Yep.
That's all the plan. That's all that's why is Bill
A computer guy.
right?
Now he's a medical guy.
Right.
Yep.
It's all part of their plan.
And it says, feminism, the society standard on gender roles.
Well, look, feminism. I shall create a new thing in the earth
Yep.
where a woman will compass a man. See, that's serpent pseudoscience 101. Get the woman. You know, didn't he do that to Eve?
Yes, sir.
And
Yep.
are we not a beautiful, delicate woman?
Yep.
So he's doing it all over again. We've said it before. The first woman to go on get sacrificed on their altar, national television, was a black woman named Sandra.
Yep.
Sandra meaning protector of man.
Yep.
And then Jake fell right for it.
Yep. And it says,
Yeah, they ain't switch up the playbook, man. They running that same, you know, they ain't audible. None of that. No QB vision.
Yep.
Running that same weak ass slant.
Right.
That's true, bro.
Right.
That's true.
for real.
And they're still falling for it.
Yep.
But the Wadiyah Bashar Rashai, like, we're like, look, man, look, it's a
Right.
mask.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We like, you know, glitched.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
No conspiracy.
Yep.
And that's why it says that we're not ignorant to, Satan's devices.
Yep.
Esau's evilized plans. And it says, this society's standard on gender roles and family structure, worshiping pagan holidays.
Right, the Christmas, Valentine's Day, that's right here. Then you got Easter,
Yep.
you know, and then you got what? 4th of July. It's a demonic loophole, or
Yeah.
loop, if you will.
Yep.
However you want to say it. Hence the rule, you know.
Yeah.
It just never ends.
Yep.
It's all a money racket anyway.
Yep.
That's all it is.
And it goes on to say, being in a quote unquote do what thou wilt spirit.
There you go. That's the spirit of everyday Americans, man. These people are so fucking demonic. Oh, personal testimony. I went to Rite Aid the other day, right? Just to get some, you know, cough syrup for my little one. And then they're watching me. You know, the bitches are watching me like I'm gonna steal something. And the fucking Edomite walk right out there with a bag full of shit.
Wow.
Man.
All, just like the movie, just like what they showed you in that movie.
Man.
Wow.
You wanna look
Wow.
at me like, come, you're stealing. I'm like, look, that's what you did for watching me.
H.
Wow.
Excuse my language. Wow.
Man.
Because these dumbass people in these blue states, where New York is a blue state, they pass laws where you can steal up to $999 of merchandise with no penalty.
No felony.
So people are doing that shit. So I went up and I was like, damn, everything is, the shelves were kind of bare.
Yeah.
That's why, though. People was running up in there, little coked out Edomites up in there taking everything.
Man.
Ingredients to make meth.
Yep. I went up there, the bitches were losing me, watching me the whole time.
Were they Shedemites or black women?
It was like Shedemites, nigga woman,
Yep.
all type of women.
Yep. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
That's what they get, man.
Good.
All
against
y'all
us.
about to
Oh,
shout.
They all against us,
Yeah.
man.
Their eyes are privily set against the poor.
Yep.
Right.
You know?
Damn, man.
But the Lord chose the poor of this world rich in faith.
Everybody asks me that I need help. There's none of that.
Right.
You know?
But you know what? That's a great testimony because the brother, you know, he endured a temptation where he could have took it too. He could have took it, right?
Yep.
Too.
He just went in there with a bag and just took some shit. He said, man, he said, anybody walk past me, I don't know, man. He said, I don't know what to say, but it sounded like he said, man, don't worry about it.
Wow.
He just walked right out.
He did the clothesline of hell to that show.
He had a bag shit, bro. He had a big ass bag.
Good.
Because it was all women up in there. They couldn't, of course, they didn't even stop them. They
Yeah.
had more security in there.
Oh, yeah.
But that, I'm
This
sorry.
place is cool.
Yeah, and that proves they got demons on them because they're looking at this brother who's not the thief instead of being a righteous vessel, looking at the demon who is the thief.
But that goes back to Esau's witchcraft.
Yep.
All right, the God of this world, he has made you think he's this innocent, delicate
Yep.
creature.
Yep.
He's the fucking devil.
Yep.
He's the thief. He's the murderer, man. Our scripture says, "Thou shalt not steal."
Yep.
See,
And it goes on to say, being in a dude with thy wolf spirit,
Which
having
is the Declaration of Independence.
and another thing with people going and just going and take what they want from these stores, they're gonna have to introduce armed security. They're gonna have to introduce coolers where you have to have a palm to open it. Because they're gonna use that to justify the biometric systems that they want to introduce. See?
Right, like certain stores did memberships, like BJ's,
Yeah.
you know, where you can't go in if you're not a member.
Yep.
So they could use that as an example to now everywhere to be a member, there's a certain process. And then if you're
Filtering
not,
process.
yeah, and then if you're not, then legally they can bust your ass. Which really we know really what it all is about.
Yeah, that's what's coming though.
They're using lawlessness to bring in draconian.
They always wanted to ask a question. Because before the chip come, I know they're gonna have the phone. You use the phone, like you're gonna have the voice to use the phone. If we gonna still use the phone until, or how are we gonna? I was thinking about that.
What?
Like,
Yeah, what do you mean with the phone?
like because like certain stores, I know I seen it on Amazon. Like I seen it on somebody put it up on YouTube where when the dude went into the store, he had the Amazon phone. So when he get in, he had to swipe his phone to get in.
Oh yeah, like you could pay with your phone, like
Yeah,
Apple
Apple
Pay.
Pay.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I know they're gonna start with that kind of first before they move into the chip.
They got it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
now even the watch.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
when you
okay.
watch people with their watch, they do this motion.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been doing that.
So they're already ready. So next it's gonna be just their hand. So that's just all leading right into it.
So my thing is we gonna can you because I'm not trying to do it
Yeah.
all, period. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But say like if they usher in that first for that time being, is we gonna
Well, the most they'll probably do to get people on board is create a government-based app
Yeah.
that you'll have to access it through your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But are you saying like, are we gonna go from no money at all to phone and then that?
No, I'm trying to say that like people that's in the know, is we gonna still use that, like say like you or me, or say like they change that tomorrow. You know what I'm
So you're
saying?
like doing it with cash and you have to pay with your phone.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not the
chip.
It's desensitizing people to accept that.
Yeah.
But it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a good one for you. So do you use your debit card now?
Yeah. Okay, I just want to know.
No, I know. But you see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like when we go to, I don't know if brothers out there, we got a Wegmans here.
Right.
And in Wegmans, they got self-checkout, but it's cashless, no
Yeah.
cash.
Mhm.
So I have to use my card with a chip in it.
Right.
You see right
Yeah.
now, too.
Yeah.
You know?
I was just saying because I just
Yeah.
That's a great question because what guys like to say, well, you got chips on you now. You got chips.
Right,
on your
right.
card. You got chips on your phone. You already got the chips.
Yeah.
No, we don't. They want to put it inside of your body.
Yep.
That's what people don't understand.
Yeah,
Then
because
they say, oh, well, it's going to be mass surgery. They don't have to do mass surgery, man.
No.
Did they do mass surgery with the juice?
nope. They had a drive-through.
You just line up,
Yep.
You out in like, what, 10 minutes, man.
Even the military. Remember I sent you the article, it was like a year or two ago. I'll show you off camera, but they got, in the military, they don't tell you, all the soldiers line up and they got it hooked to a hydraulic system and it just goes poof, 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 poof. And guess what? It's a guy on each fucking arm. So you're standing there, they're hitting you on both arms. It was a Jake like this. And they hit his ass, boom, boom. And Jake will tell you that been in the military. Yeah, we get it. And they do a mass line of it. See? So that's ignorant to try to bring difficulty to Esau's agenda. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's in the future. You know?
The iPhone's locked up, so
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
You need that image thing?
Yeah.
I think I might have it on my phone. You want me to start from the top? You want him to read it while I look for it?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you've got some points that you want. We're at 13. If you want to just start at 15 again. Let me see if I can find it. I believe I have that image too.
All right, Revelation 13. Revelation 13 and verse, where are you at? At verse
I'm sorry, 13 and 15.
13, 15?
Yeah, right
It
here.
says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You read again? Oh, you got it? Okay. Back in the paragraph, and it says, being in a do with thy will spirit.
And what we got that do with thy will is freedom, individualism. So thank you, so-called freedom.
Because you really don't have any freedom here.
No.
You have an illusion of liberty,
Yep.
which
Yep.
you will never attain. You'll never be free. You'll never own anything here, and they making it so. Another testimony. I went to make another delivery, right? And it's a Shedamite. She was talking to another Shedamite. She's saying, "It's the Great Reset. They don't want us to own anything or nothing." And she was pissed off, man.
And can I say something? And what do these low-level people want to own, though?
Yeah.
When you look at
They
it,
want to own niggas.
right,
100.
right.
That's what they want.
Right.
They want to own Jakes.
They want to be over men.
That's what it means by make America great again.
Yep,
You know.
yep. They want to be over that masculine man again, especially the women. Women don't like seeing the Israelite man, you know. Yep.
And it says, having man dictate your moral compass and not the Lord.
How do they dictate your moral compass? Through sitcoms, TV, daytime television, social media, you know? And that's how it get in your mind, the music, you know? Simp mentality, all of that.
And it says, and getting the mark is a sign or physical dedication that you willing accept this world and want to be subject to it.
Exactly. If you want, brother, we can get that law in Numbers. You know, because he said, "I love my master. I want to stay with my master, my wife, and my children." Like the master gave me, right?
Yep.
That links in with
The
that.
Hebrew law.
Are you familiar with that? The law for all. Okay. You don't get it for you.
I know the one in Exodus.
Okay. Okay.
What he wants to do, what he's doing that now.
Right, but they're just gonna make it in electronic, you know. But it's the same concept. They're piercing you so they can have ownership over you forever.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Because that's what you got to understand. We're telling you the buying and selling part so you can understand that it's the RF. But the mark, why he's implementing it is not just for currency. It's for complete control. He's branding you.
Total control, like my man Aaron Russo said.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, Aaron Russo, I forget who he was speaking to, but you know, he was bringing it out.
Yeah.
Alex Jones.
You can barely find that video nowadays.
Yep.
You know?
And then, like women, back when I was growing up in the 2000s, they had something called a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Where she would get that tramp stamped on her back to signify this bitch a hoe. Right?
Yeah.
Because where is it? She can't see it, but you know?
Everybody else can.
But it's a stamp on you signifying, you know? Which gave her that stigma. And you know? But this is Exodus 21. You want me to start at 1, brother? It's 6 verses. Okay.
Let's do it.
Yup. This is Exodus 21. So Esau goes into the Torah too. You know?
But not.
Yep. Exodus 21 and 1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them, if thou buy an Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free.
Right, so other Hebrew men can have other Hebrew servants, but it wasn't for a life thing, man. I'm gonna just have this brother slave for life. No, everything about our law is really righteous according unto it. Watch, it's going.
It says, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing.
Right, free, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master have given him a wife.
Yo, that reminds me of you came in this world with nothing, you go out with nothing.
Yep.
That's how we came in with America. You know, we
Yep.
came in with nothing, we're going out with nothing.
Yep. But then on this side, Esau's using that to where if I've given you a wife, I've given you the ability to marry.
Right, the marriage license
Yep.
certificate, all
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Married by the state.
Yep. Yep. Which is a part of this image.
And they want to own your children.
Yep.
Public school system, that's the part of the image.
Yep.
Teaching little 4-year-olds how to use condoms and shit.
Yep. But you're free. It says, if his master had given him a wife, and she had borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. What's that sound like?
That new order book you said.
Yeah.
States shall have the children.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the same idea.
Yeah, it is. It is, because he's saying he's the master, you know? And even today, if you're with a woman and the cops get called, a strange-ass, horny-ass diesel male with a gun can come in your home and tell, hey, go over here, son you in front of your wife, you know? Hit on her, you right? This is shit that goes down, you know?
That reminds me of that Tyree Nichols. You know, when she was committing adultery with that man's woman.
Yep. Allegedly, yep.
You know, so they say.
Yep.
You know, but it looked personal, but it also looked staged too. So, you know.
Right.
The truth always comes out.
Yep. And it says, if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free.
Now, how will you do that in this day and age? Now, you sticking your arm out and letting them put a device in you.
Yep, selling up.
A device that's the size of a grain of rice. That's
Yep.
what it's talking about.
Yep.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. It says, and when this was a ceremony when they did it.
Oh, so that ceremony must have an altar.
Yeah, exactly. They bring him to the judges, so it's a whole ordeal.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
And it says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges
Yep.
to establish this. And what's the judges today? The legal system, right? And it's so when this goes down, they're gonna legally be able to put this in you, and if you don't accept it, there's gonna be legal repercussions.
I.e. the devil casting you into prison
Yep.
and beheading.
Boom. That's a code under EMA. That's an actual code that's already in law that they can behead you. It's legal. It says that his master shall bring him unto the judges. Now fast forward today, idled, offered unto idols.
Yeah.
Right? And it says, he shall also bring him to the door, which now the door is what? The gurney, you know, however they sit you down, the altar where you're gonna be offered at, right? And it says, because now let me say this, spiritually, we have an all in our ear because we said that we want to serve the Lord. See? So we have an altar, or an all in our ear. But Esau wants you to say, no, you're not a servant of the Lord, be a servant to me.
Right. Well, we have the spiritual devoir,
Exactly.
which is the mark, which makes us exempt from judgment, brother. See?
And the all puts a mark on your body, right? A piercing. I can see this brother has his ear pierced, and that's what back then would signify, oh, he's a servant of somebody. So it was a physical mark that declared servitude forever. Okay? And people, oh, what proves a mark is physical? How the hell can sin leave a grievous sword?
Right. Well, it says a beast. How the hell can a beast give you a spiritual mark?
Right.
You know?
Right. And it says, going back, Exodus 21:6, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. Right, the judgment is being declared. What's going to happen?
So that proves it's going to have to be a constant decision.
Yep. It says he shall also bring him to the door or unto the door post. Right? And guess what? In the blue letter, Esau even, and we had said this in the spirit, Esau said that Yahweh Shai did this. that all, when he got pierced, represented his servitude to the Father. See? So there's a right hand and a left hand of the servitude.
Yes.
And Esau wants you to serve him on the left. On the left hand side.
Well, he's the God of this world, and he how does it says in Thessalonians, him as God.
Sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. You know? And then you got the cartoon Thor, and he comes from where? As God. It's as God. You know? And it says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. So what's Esau's gonna bore in your flesh, an awl, electronical awl, so that you can show servitude forever.
Is it 02? Sorry, I put it 27. Let's see. And it says, being in a do what thou wilt spirit, having man dictate your moral compass, not the Lord. And getting the mark is a sign of physical, getting the mark is a sign of physical dedication.
Physical and spiritual.
Right. That you're willing to accept this world and want to be subject to it, and is making forever. Getting the mark is someone irreversibly saying that E is
that's why the Lord said, go and cry to the gods you have chosen.
Yep.
That's why the Lord said in the law, today I present before you life and death. So life and death is being presented to you now. But then once that time, the grace period closes, the Lord through prophecy is going to allow Esau to present life and death to you, which is what? The great hour of temptation. Mm-hmm. You know?
And it says, getting the mark is somewhat, getting the mark is someone irreversibly saying that E is your creator, master, and the way they set up is their heaven on earth. It's a pledge that says, I'm yours.
Wow. That's like a woman.
The ring,
Yeah.
and you bow down to her. You know?
And that was it right there.
Yep.
All right, the brother's got it.
All right. And it says, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, and that's what's going to happen, man. You know, they have the power to do that. You know, they get killed all the day long over here, man. It says the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. You know.
Can you read that again, Baba Kasha?
Yep.
Because when you go into that word killed, it also goes into killing you from society. You know.
Pretty much, excommunicado.
And they showed you that with the jumper.
And also they that movie
Batman.
You talking about the which one you talking about? Because there's a show too where he did that too.
The movie with the cop and Jake from the future. Demolition Man. So
okay.
Demolition Man. They had a whole fucking society underground in the sewers eating rat burgers and shit.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
wouldn't conform to their new world order.
Can I read the blue letter for the word killed? Because we're killed from society. Remember, you can't come in here. Where's your this? Where's your muzzle?
Yep.
Show proof, right?
Yep.
So he can kill you from not accepting the image. So you could say that the jump shots are part of the image. Because it also says that they that took the mark and worshiped the image received the grievous sword. So you bound down to this system is going to have you jacked up one way or the other. So when you go into that word killed, it goes into kill, like the brother's saying, pow, pow, bang, bang, right? They can kill you. Or it means of separation, of local separation, of motion from moving of a place. So they could tell you, sir, no shoes, no hat, no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Or you don't have the device, you can't get in.
Exactly.
No device, no service. That's going to be the new thing. They don't care if you have no shirt no more.
Physical distance of a place. You gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Get your ass out of here.
You're
See?
not welcome to.
Yup.
No colors allowed.
Yup.
That's coming back, but it's going to be, without this thing,
Yep.
not allowed.
And Jake's so damn broken and wants to be accepted so bad that this will be his rite of passage. That's why I said they loving the Grecians best. The Grecians are Edomites. So Jake loves his master so much that he's gonna bow down to get that. Jake brands himself now. You ever seen them big diesel Jakes in the league? They got this big ass worm bird that's like a U upside down and shit. And he's like, Jamal Hankins, Penn State. Like, you know what I mean? But the nigga, he's Alpha Beta.
Alpha Beta.
Yeah. And then he's a cop. Oh man, them niggas are locked in. So the Lord was dealing with Cornelius, you know?
Q-dogs and all that.
Yeah, so Jake is gonna accept this. Black women are gonna accept this. Latino men and women are gonna accept that, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. The lack. They said.
Yeah. It said, Master, is we sick massa? Is Israel a homeborn slave? They're gonna go down with it, you know?
And it goes on to say,
Wasn't it a Jake that helped take us down in 70 AD?
Judas Tiberius Alexander.
He hated.
Him and the so-called Jake woman.
See? See?
Leading the charge. They grew up in Egypt. They were, high ranking position in the Roman army. They led the charge in 70 AD.
Damn.
But the Lord, obviously the Lord moved them.
Yeah.
in this verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great.
Now, when you go into that word small,
Hey, my brothers, how y'all doing?
What's up, man?
you go into the word small, the word there is micros, which means age, right? You look it up. Sure. We're going to break all this down.
I read that tissue in that bag?
Yeah.
I'll read it again. It says, and he calls it all, thank you. And he calls all, both small and great.
Right, when you go into that word small, the word there is micro. Okay, the brother's going to look it up. Right?
Yep. Right here. So for the blue letter, and Rev 13 and 16, and we could, if you like, we can start with the cause part. Because that's another thing you got to understand too. It said he causes. What's it mean to cause? So when you go into the word cause, it means to make.
Or to prepare.
Right. To make, produce, construct, fashion, right? To make a thing out of something.
Yeah, so he's gonna make it. He's gonna make the rice device out of. He's gonna make it the currency.
Oh, look, constitute. So he's gonna constitute it legally. You know?
And he's gonna sell it to you through the idea of convenience. You don't have to worry about losing your keys anymore, because it's, you can open your door with your palm.
Oh, it goes into spend.
I got that right here.
To make, look at this, to make ready, and so at the same time to institute the celebration of the Passover. So it's going to be a major ritual that he's going to cause.
Yep.
And it says, look, to perform to a promise.
Oh, you said major ritual. That might mean 9/11.
Yeah.
So they've been talking about what terrorist attacks on the city against there.
You got the hot air balloon, Moab. You seen those?
The war spot.
Yeah.
I think that's a magnetic pulse bomb.
Oh yeah.
It could be. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, brother said that.
Yep. Okay, so now going into the word small, it goes into micros, which means small, little, stature, height, less by birth, younger.
Younger. Let's say of age.
Of age, less
that-
by birth.
So that means what? Infants, toddlers. Soon as the baby come out the womb, man. They're gonna, just like they already do. They're already desensitizing your mind with that, with the vaccines that they give these little babies as soon as they pop them out.
Yep.
You see? I sent the video. It's from years ago, and that proves you that the children of this world wiser than the children of light, right? Now the children of this world, the heathens, Edomites, etc., right? The children of light are the Israelites. But it's a lot of these heathens that know what the MOTB is.
Yep.
And he said in that video, he said, in the future, little babies are gonna get.
Look, it says RFID technology and infant protection in hospitals. Right there. And we had looked it up. I'll have to check it out, but I remember it was like in Victor, New York.
Yeah.
They were producing RFID tags for infants to protect against kidnapping.
Right, exactly. You know how they're gonna sell it to you? so your baby don't get swapped in the nursery.
When he's doing the swapping,
Right.
you know, it's his mistakes. You got it.
And it says, both small and great, rich and poor.
Right. So we're gonna look up that word great.
Yep. Now, when you go into the word great, what do y'all think it means? It says of mass, of weight, great, stature, of age, great, old.
Old. So
So-
young and old.
Yeah.
Elderly, infants, toddlers. So it's gonna be a thing of individualism, man. Where each individual, he's gonna cause you to have to need this.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And it says,
So it's not talking about small nations and great
Right.
nations.
Matter of fact,
Right.
if you will, could you look up embargo, please? Definition of embargo. So we're gonna prove it's not embargo. You know?
Well, now they left that alone.
They flip flop.
They flipping.
No.
Hey, listen, IUIC's changed their breakdown like 3-4 times. When you were with them, what did they say? Did they ever say?
It was embargo.
But now, what are they saying?
It said it's sin.
Sin. Yo, could you imagine? Could you imagine standing out here and then your elder breaks it?
My bad, but I already have it.
Okay, and then they break it down to something different. Bro, they're breaking this shit down. There's no. That's confusion. It says that we're supposed to speak the same thing,
yep.
and then nobody's tripping.
Right,
Nobody.
Nobody cares.
And then they was like, well,
Fucking-
he was like, it could possibly be.
Yeah.
Mark, come on, man.
But
What do you mean
it-
possibly?
That should be a red flag right
Come
there.
on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That let me say this: anybody that's with that, as they call themselves, an organization, and you've yet to stand up and question this concerning the gospel,
Yep.
hey man, you're not fruit meat for repentance.
Yep.
You got some tainted ass fruit in there, cause you would stand up. I remember when I went to ISBK. Yeah, I went to ISBK when I was first coming in, and I went to one class. And you know what? The first question I asked: what is the mark of the beast? That's the first thing I asked. And then I had to look behind me, and there was a big Benjamin blocking the door, so I had to plan my escape.
True
You know?
Yeah.
That's a true story, man.
Story.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's a true testimony right there.
I gotta get out of here.
yeah,
They're Masons, right?
yeah. Their camp van, when they would come to Kentwood, had a Mason bumper sticker. And then he made me sign in. I wrote the wrong first name and the wrong last name. And then I was like, I gotta get out of here. I was like, the Sabbath coming. And he was like, no, don't worry, we'll bring you home. Shit. So then I had him drop me off around the corner. And I act like I was fumbling my keys. I waited for him to left, and I jetted. I went home, man. They gave me a bad vibe, man. I got out of there. I went to one class, and the one thing, and then he said, how long you been in the truth? You know, I was like, oh, I just learned, da da da. He was like, who you learn from? I said, Great Millstone. He said, you not in the truth.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, you know what
Wow.
they say? They say if it's not a command in general, your
Yeah.
mind, it is not of the Lord.
Yo, we was going at it though. When I was in there, I was matching wits with him. He would say this, and I would say that.
Yeah.
Like we was going at each other. So it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? Because the Lord had the spirit on me to be studious.
Yeah.
So I wasn't just that's right. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, nah, I don't need no black sunglasses.
Well, all they fruit is jailbirds, man.
Yeah.
He said, if you ain't been to prison,
What? Remember that?
you ain't never sniffed nothing.
It's
That's
more weed
crazy.
too.
That's why they bugging out.
I heard this. They said he was wrong for smoking weed.
Yeah.
It's not in the law, but they don't got the spirit to discern, and you ain't supposed to do that. You're defiling your temple. The Lord didn't command us and say, thou need, you know?
This is the definition of the word embargo.
And for the record, you shouldn't be smoking anything.
Yeah. Real. It says, embargo, it says, any restriction imposed upon commerce by edicts, especially against a certain country, as a penalty or to induce compliance with demands or legal obligations.
Yeah, so that's not it, right? Because it's a thing of individualism. We just proved it. Instead of age, exactly. That's talking about putting a restriction on the country. This is talking about each individual getting something inside of them, and without it, they won't be able to buy or sell. And another thing, this doesn't last long, and this won't stop each individual from that country from buying and selling.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say they put an embargo on China. Well, that's going to affect America because America is a consumer nation.
Yep.
You see, that's not going to affect the Moabites over there from buying and selling. This is going to be a global thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll get that precept you want. He said global. It says that shall come upon all the world.
Yeah. That's literal. And let me see what's more in here.
Did you want that real quick?
Yes, sir.
The Our Temptation?
Yeah.
This is, real quick, Brody. Revelations 3 and 10. Let's start up. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Right, Lord willing. You know, we are giving diligence to making our calling and election sure.
Right.
Yeah.
By being out here, by doing our videos throughout the week, by praying and fasting,
Yeah.
you know, studying.
Yeah.
You know, it says work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So that's what we're doing. You know? And we're hoping that we be part of the elect. So we can be saved from all of this. Man. That's coming.
Well, this prophecy is going to bring the Lord's elect out of these false camps. Because it's going to come to a point where they're going to say, hell no, I ain't getting that. You know, the breakdown's not going to suffice. It's, you know what I mean? It's not going to be good.
God.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's up, brother?
God. Right. Egypt, let's go.
Yeah, we are in Egypt.
Get out.
Yeah, let's get out of it.
He said Egypt, let's go.
Oh, it's these dogs.
Yeah, this shit. Oh. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's spiritual. That's a beautiful ass little dog.
Yeah.
He had a Jake walk by with a dog named Egypt. Hey, that's spiritual, man. We in Egypt. You know?
House of bondage.
Yep, in the bondage. Rev 3 and 10, because thou hast kept, you held it, you kept it. The word of my patience.
Which it says, hold fast and let no man take that from.
Yep.
Hold fast, that's what I got.
Yep,
Let no man take that.
yep. And it says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Now, what is temptation? Temptation is, you know, someone doing something to entice you to sin.
Yep.
You know, like Willie Wonka, try to entice him, you know.
Slug
Sell
boy.
out.
Yep.
He was tempting him.
Yep.
Yep.
And it says, keep thee from the hour of temptation.
So the Lord's going to keep his elect from that, man. Because all these people getting ready to be tempted, man. Now, how they going to be tempted through homelessness, through starvation. Because there's some weird shit going on with the eggs. You know, come to find out, it's the shit that they feed in the chickens.
Yep.
And they're not laying. You see? So now the price of eggs is skyrocketing. There's fake eggs and shit, man.
Yeah, it's real extraordinary.
It's going to get weird out here. Excellent.
Excellent.
Like, oh man, Mr. Burns.
But my thing is, look, it says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. What's the hour of temptation?
Right, what is that, man?
Our reputation when you got to stand in front of that shipping station.
Now, you don't want to be near it.
Yeah.
You want to go to the other one.
But if we are put before it, that'll be Rev 20 and 4. But why I'm asking is, if like that makes sense. But if you're not agreeable to the being what we're saying in the spirit, then what is the great hour of temptation?
Right.
I was told if you look at a girl big butt with Christ on, your house like that's the hour of temptation. Or when you want to eat a pork chop, that's the hour of temptation.
IMIC taught you that?
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's
Bro.
come on, man.
And when he said that, I was kind of like, I was fighting with that for a while. I said, I don't make sense.
I just did that yesterday. Like,
So-
you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
like,
so you gonna be sitting there like fucking Pookie.
No. The cherry stayed every eye shall see him. So you're not gonna, you're gonna be tempted by that.
You on World Star sweating. What? That's a weak ass. Hey, that's a wayward doctrine.
Right. That's a, yeah.
That's a weak ass breakdown.
my spirit shivered when I heard he said that. Like, it
Good.
kind of like played in my head like the whole night. I said,
That's
So
why
he.
Apostles-
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that's why the apostles called them zombies.
So he's gonna tempt the world with a big booty bitch. The whole world. You know what I mean? Ah, and she's just on there gyrating.
About somebody.
Some action never seen before is gonna tempt you.
Matter of fact, it's a, you can, I don't know, I forgot what class, but it's a class that
I would love to see that.
you can look it up too.
I would love to see that. That's ridiculous.
He took from the word, added to the word.
That's ridiculous. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, and you know when you go into that word try, I believe it's the root word.
Yeah.
Kata,
Yeah.
which means to the idea of piercing.
Right.
Yeah.
So he has, and the idea is what? You know, something that's on your mind. You know, so he has an evil thought to pierce your ass.
But now it's spiritual. No, it's going spiritually pierce. And you thinking about it.
Do you know these guys be saying, well, we're not saying that it ain't. We're not telling you to take it. Well, we're not saying that it is.
That's confusing.
That's not a
man.
prophet. That's not a prophet. You know?
These other groups, like you said, they have very what's the word?
Ambivalent.
Ambivalent
Which
views.
means conflicting.
Yeah.
You have conflicting views on the scriptures.
Yep.
It's like they saying in the word, you either have it or you don't, and we see who have it, and we see who don't have it. And you guys don't have it.
No, they don't got it. And they're not being humble about it. Like that one guy out there from the Wi-Fi, they should tell him to humble down. And they're all young men. There's a lot of young men.
Yeah.
You know, they're young. Y'all still need to be learning.
Well, the knowledge puffed up, man, and you never perceived that in the spirit, that the knowledge you were getting puffed you up.
You know what the problem is too? They're putting too many young guys on a level that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you shouldn't. You still got to be learning. But they want to gain this godliness. We got a Tennessee, Wyoming. Like they want all these camps out here, but they're not ready for battle. And the Lord is preserving them from being confounded right now.
You're going out, you shouldn't be going out if you don't know, you know, because it says don't add or take away from the word. So that's a very serious offense, you know? Because you're going to end up with blood on your hands, man, leading Israel astray.
I got this. I'm gonna keep going. I got the article though too. And it says, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Like when it says rich and poor, they don't notice there's no more middle class anymore today. That shit getting done away with. You either got money or you don't.
Yeah.
I believe to be considered middle class, you have to make like $60,000 a year.
You ain't getting no damn
Yeah.
job that's doing that. Man.
Yeah, you know. I found out like 2 years ago. I said, "Oh, I'm lower class."
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm lower class."
You're lucky. You might have a job that's 30K. You're lucky. How you going? The only way you're gonna get that is you never miss a day of work. You know, there's things that have to be met for you. You would never reach that in Babylon. There's always something.
And then if you want to be middle class, you had to get, you know what, to stay middle class, you know? And a lot of them that were independent businesses, they're like, we're not doing that. And that's how he got you. Because really the middle class was your average working class, you know, self-sufficient American.
Right.
That wasn't a corporate. Because upper class is corporate.
I believe still called blue collar.
Yeah.
White collar.
White collar is corporate.
White
And
collar.
your sanitation workers, your electricians.
Yeah, that's blue collar.
Construction.
Yep.
Construction, your truck drivers.
Yo, teachers. Yep.
See, teachers don't make shit. You know.
A lot of them ain't shit anyways.
Right.
A lot of them are weirdo women with gay thoughts.
For real. And it goes in to say, free and bond to receive a mark.
Free and bond, jail. All right.
Bond meaning what? You're locked up.
Yeah.
So how you gonna tip somebody with that? They want to get the fuck out of there. Okay, you want to get out? Take this. We'll let you out.
Well, remember, you had a Jake that he got 5 years, or he was told to take the jump shot and he could get on probation.
Yep.
And then he's suing now. And then there's they did what is it called where a man can't have kids?
Vasectomy.
Yeah, remember they said get a vasectomy. Then they told a woman to get the implant of birth control. And now guess what they're telling inmates? Donate organs to reduce your sentence. Donate my fucking organ, bro?
Or you want to get out? Give us a kick, dude.
What?
They want you to sell.
And why? Why are you getting body parts? What do they get it ready for? You know?
That's
That
crazy.
seems suspicious.
It's gonna get more weirder though. You know, it's a weird ass world.
America, you can sell bodily fluid to get money here.
Yep.
You know?
They take your blood, literally.
Plasma, all that.
Take your blood.
Seed, all that shit.
Sick.
And it says, to receive a mark It said to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, so you're gonna have, I believe it was Elon Musk articles that's coming out years ago how he's ready to start putting humans, things inside people's foreheads.
Literally.
Brain, literally. A lot of it.
It would merge man with technology.
The last
Right.
article on it, they said in 6 months.
Right, and that was like a year ago.
Well, yeah, actually it was last year in December. See, I got the article real quick.
And everything that they're showing forth now, they've been doing in their labs. You know?
Yep. Now right here is an article on endtimeheadlines.org, and it says Prophecy Watch, and it says human micro C-hip implants have now take center stage. And this right here is an article on one of Esau's platforms. Even Esau knows the C-hip is the C-hip, is the MOTB. And it says the novelty of replacing one's home key with the micro.
You know what I said in Luke, Ira? I believe it's Luke 16 and 21, where it says the children of this world.
It says the novelty of replacing one's home key with the micro C-hip implant.
Exactly. So they're gonna sell it to you to the idea of convenience.
Yep, exactly.
Because you lose keys here.
Yep.
You constantly rushed here. Then if you want to get another key, you got to pay for it.
Yep.
So in order to cut that out, we're just gonna put it inside of you.
Yep. Same thing with the wallet. Losing your wallet, all that shit, man.
Right. You got your birth certificate, your social security. And those are serious documents that you pretty much need to get, what you need to get out here in Babylon.
Yep.
They're gonna put all those devices gonna be written on the scene.
Yep. And then on top of that, people, you got Jake, man, they ready to get C-hip. They ready to bow down to Esau. That's why you had that dude, Lil Duval. I believe when he bro sent it, it was like soon we all gonna have chips inside of us. Excuse me, C-hips inside of us. Like robots and shit like that.
Hold on, the brother said the what's the name of that show, Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That bitch folded for a Grammy.
Yep.
West Coast Chanel.
Yeah.
So they're gonna introduce it through comedy, through music.
Yep.
It's gonna be all around you, man.
Entertainment, all that. And it says a micro C-hip implant is gaining worldwide interest. But there's another more compelling story under the surface. Why is this technology an integrated circuit the size of a grain of rice? The rice device. It says reviled by some and celebrated by self-proclaimed human cyborgs. Keep going. It says arguably William Shakespeare's Hamlet offers the most elegant explanation. Nothing is neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. However, it will be prudent to tell Prince Hamlet that not all micro C-hip implants are designed alike, and understanding the technological design enables one to better evaluate the competing viewpoints.
Yeah, man. So pretty much,
Yeah.
this is gonna be pushed on the whole world.
Yep.
It's gonna replace your dollar. Your dollar is collapsing.
Oh shit.
The dollar's collapsing. There's gonna be nothing but chaos in the streets. In order to bring order out of that, you're gonna have to take this.
Yep.
And for these guys, is Esau planning a new world order? Like if you ask these other guys, you know what I mean?
Right, because they'll call us conspiracy theorists. This whole thing is a goddamn conspiracy.
Yep.
I grew up thinking I was a so-called African American. That's a conspiracy.
Yep.
This
is one more line. And it says today, more than 50,000 people have elected to have a subdermal C-hip surgically inserted between the thumb and index finger.
There you go.
Serve as their new swipe key or credit card.
There you go. Now you take that.
Come on, man.
That's 2 Ezra 16, man.
Yep.
Feeds you with things unto, sacrifice unto idols.
It is an idol.
Yeah.
The mark of the beast is an idol.
Yep. That was the point right there. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Keep going. It says in Germany, for example, more than 2,000 Germans have opted to receive these implants.
That's over there. That's the beast.
Yep.
Germany is part of the beast. Sweden has now opted into NATO too, so they're part of the beast as well. But we know there's mass C-hip in Sweden, man.
Hell yeah.
There's that,
Yeah.
I think it's Greensboro Market in Wisconsin.
Yep.
So it already started in the States too.
Yep.
You know?
And it says,
Well, the first people to get it here in America was the Jacob family. You remember them? The Jacob family.
Was that when you had the market too?
They're in Florida. That was before 3 Square Market.
damn.
Oh yeah, I think you did send that a while ago.
Yeah, there was a family that did it. You know, and guess what? Going back to he shall cause the world, and say someone said, how are you gonna do that? Like old boy was saying, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that he created over like 13 billion jump shots, and over 70% of the world are
At least got one.
are jump shotted?
Right.
Come on,
Over
man.
70% at least have one of those doses, man.
Come on, man. You can't deny it, man.
And he's already planning on taking out an X amount of population anyways.
That was just a blueprint of how they were going to introduce this.
Exactly.
Okay, so we can make X amount of people take this. How many people we can make take that?
And look at all the people that were all on board with it. Like, I'm talking poor fucking people. All the poor, weirdo, feminist, demonic women, and all the bugged out ass men, right?
Yeah, max that thing up.
Yeah.
You see, it's going to be the same thing with the seed.
Bro, everybody sold out. Everybody sold out. Everybody was with the shit. And they looked at you like you were the crazy one.
Yep.
Or the nigga, you like this at work. And they're like,
Right.
Yeah.
like, and I like, if my fucking, if my life is that at danger, maybe I shouldn't be in here.
Right.
I remember I was at the gym. I'm on a treadmill and shit. It's a Jake too. No, nobody else. It only got to be a Jake.
Fucking nigger.
Fuck up my
Damn,
face,
bro.
man.
Fucking nigger.
I'm on a treadmill, not around anyone else. Just let me do what I do, man.
Leave me the fuck alone. I mean, we get it now. We're more seasoned. But when that shit first happened, like, it was points like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a nuisance.
Is a spirit on them.
Yeah.
They were possessed. These people are possessed. They're all fucking with it. They're all with it, man. All these people are with that shit.
Yep.
They are down with that NWO.
Yep.
And that's why it says in Isaiah 30, I'll get it real quick. That's why it says, they that uphold Egypt shall come down with it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, real quick. Brother
Oh,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
precept.
The book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 8. And the Lord command the unjust steward, because he had done wisely for the children of the wise world, and are in their generations wiser than the children of light.
Right, the children of this world, they're wiser, man, because they understand what's going on. A lot of people, they're dumb, they're fool, man. They're not going to get it until the nukes are dropped. You know? That's why I said, blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. These other people, they don't get it, man. You know?
So what's the Isaiah 31? And it says, oh yeah, I think it was it.
36 and 5.
They that uphold Egypt, 36 and 5.
I think it's Ezekiel.
Ezekiel,
Well, try Isaiah. I'll look for it.
my bad.
They that uphold Egypt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shall fall with it, something like that. Oh man. Salakia.
I got it. Yep. This is Ezekiel 30.
Oh, Ezekiel 30.
Yeah.
The water.
Yep. Well, shit. Isaiah 30 goes with it too. Woe to you to go to Egypt, you know? Ezekiel 30 and 4. It says, verse 6. Excuse me. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, they also that uphold Egypt shall fall." So that's what you saw. All these Jakes were upholding Egypt in their ways, fighting people. Jake's a fucking demon, man.
Yeah.
They're a sellout. All right? Black and brown people are a sellout to white America, man. They're selling out their own people. You know? It says, "Thus saith the Lord, they also that uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down from the tower of Sinai. Shall they fall in it by the sword, saith the Lord." Power.
That's plain. If you're upholding this place in the ways, you're going to fall with it. And it says that in Proverbs. Though they go hand join in hand with the wicked, they both shall be punished.
Yep.
You know? You get those justice. Yeah.
So if you go into the, you want me to just
Yeah.
just read it? So if you go into the blue letter for the word stigma, it means to stick or prick. which stigma is a part of Psi stigma.
And the brother said it earlier, like a woman who has that's a stigma on her. It's actually pricked on her through a tattoo and needle. You see? I believe it's gonna say that to you.
For stigma, you want me to do? Yeah. Stigma is a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. The ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master.
Right, when it says Oriental, meaning from the east, because it goes back to those customs, right? Just like you read it earlier in Exodus.
And it says master or commander branded or pricked, i.e. cut into their body to indicate what master or general they belong to.
Right, so all those who take that device, you belong to the elites.
Yep.
Like Future said, you belong to the streets.
Yep.
You belong to the elites.
That's your stigma now.
You know?
It says, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with a token of their gods.
So that's the highest form of idolatry, man. And there's a punishment for taking that shit too. You're gonna get a grievous sword, man.
Got that right here.
Good.
Yep. This is the book of Revelation 16 and verse 2. Revelation 16 and 2. And it's, I'll start with verse 1. It's,
So if the M-A-R-K is sin, shouldn't we all have this right here? The brother's
Yep.
going to read. You know?
Well, I should be being able to, I need some groceries. You know, I'm in the sinful flesh. Can I get my groceries because I'm the sin?
right.
It don't make sense.
Right.
These guys are breaking shit down. They're not in reality. They're not in fucking reality, man. You're a zombie. You're a zombie if you could just sit here. And a lot of these jakes, they're not going through. They're not baptized.
Right, you're a false prophet.
Yeah.
And the Lord's going to drop nukes on your ass if you don't repent.
Yep.
And the people that heard you, like Korah and his following. Remember Korah and all them that rose up? Yeah. And then he was setting fire on the remaining. All the fucking, you want to put all them heart and flame emojis,
Right.
you know?
Fire breakdown. They
Yeah.
always put that on the comment board.
I seen this weak ass breakdown, and Jake said, "This the best breakdown I heard." I was like, "What the fuck?" They're easily no, these Jakes are simple.
Yeah, they're simple.
You got fucking Gen Z Israelites, man.
Did you call them?
Gen Z Israelites. Generation Z Israelites.
Well, you just had a camp doing a '90s theme party. You see that?
Nah.
IUIC did a '90s theme party.
Oh man, I think I seen it. I
the
didn't know
fuck?
who it was. I didn't know who
I would have got kicked out.
Niggas in there,
We know
That's-
who it was.
yeah.
niggas in there singing,
This is how we do it. And he like
with the fringes.
hey, with the fringes on. La da da da.
Fringes.
It's how you bring it.
You
Yeah.
always say that too.
Numbers 15 and 38.
Where's the fringes at?
Got my border blue. Bro, that's fucking nuts. I got kicked out. I'm like, look, respectively, Deacon, what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Well, that proves that, hey, because right now Esau, he about to come down with harsh wrath upon the people, especially Jake. But yeah, you got Jake in the house of feasting,
So,
you know?
should we make mirth?
And what do it say? What's that? The Slayer, the Furbish? Great, Ezekiel 21, man. You want to sit over here and play and, you know, talk about the seed of his sin, and you want to have, you know what I mean?
I watched the
Lamb and
video.
shit.
The Jake was dressed up as Eazy-E. He had all the black on, the black shades and shit. And
How dare you, man.
They were singing and dancing
Man,
in the IUIC thing.
man.
I seen it. I didn't know
Someone
who
should
it-
get rebuked.
I seen it.
Leaders-
I didn't know who it was.
Leadership should come down and say, what the fuck are y'all doing over here?
Yep.
Right.
There's no leadership in IUIC. There's a lot of leaders, but there's no real leadership. There's no real order.
Too many chiefs.
Not enough Indians.
Yep.
For the rest.
Yep.
You can, man, bro, if some shit went down, we'll get fucking checked. Bro, hey, listen, we got camp heads, regional head. It's a chain.
It's
Yeah.
an order
It's-
for order.
Yeah.
You know, rank is set up for order's sake.
Yep.
You know,
And hey, the way the spirit got it, if brothers can't get their shit right together collectively, then it's gonna be a problem when it goes up higher.
Yeah.
Because what the Lord is establishing is men. We're men. We're not all we're men here. Like us three brothers. We gotta be here in order. Because it's gonna come out. if we're not in order. You know?
We're like the Spartans, man. You know, you had the,
Yeah.
you know, 300.
Yeah. Every brother's gotta be on their own shit. If we gotta babysit one another, that's a problem. If you are a brother and you gotta be babysitted, that's a fucking problem.
You're a brother, you don't know what the fuck you don't know what you're involved in. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Revelation 16 and verse 1 to verse 2. And it says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. Verse 2.
That's the plagues, man. Just like it says in Ezra, I shall smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Yep.
You know, the nukes are a plague. There will be a plague on each individual that take this device. The Lord's gonna plague your ass. You're gonna have no rest day nor night. I believe there was this so-called black woman from Georgia. She was getting afflicted if she stand by a microwave or something.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, you won't have any rest from the frequencies that will bounce off of you.
Yep.
She said she felt it in her private part.
That movie, what's the name of it?
Cell?
No, not Cell. The other one from Tubi. We just saw it.
Sarah Implanted?
Implanted. Yeah. Yep.
She was going nuts.
Man, she was bugging out.
She didn't have no rest day nor night.
Yep.
It's like, you know what I think about when it comes to that in you? It's like chewing on tinfoil.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, you know? With nails on the chalkboard. Like,
It's like a very unsettling feeling.
Yeah.
You don't want that. That's not comfortable, man. And that's one thing too. Like, why would you want to receive a foreign object in your flesh? The Lord didn't give us that, you know, when He made us. It's common sense,
That's
man.
true.
Come
I'd
on,
rather start it though.
come on, man.
Yep.
I would do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of terrible devices that Esau's created that the frequencies, what they produce, are harmful.
Yep.
Like, I was in the store the other day, I had to buy some, and I was just walking by and I heard this woman, what I perceived to be a grandmother, talking to a grandbaby on the phone. And she's going, it's okay, baby. But the baby's going, ah. And in my head, immediately I'm like, the baby's probably crying because of the frequencies coming off the fucking phone that you're trying to talk to it in.
Right.
That's why the little thing's screaming.
Like shit, it hurts.
It's not built to handle that
Yeah.
shit. You know, because when you know shit comes off these phones.
Yeah.
You know?
Radiation.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, man. And it says, oh, and now Esau he got 6G. That's the thing.
Oh, and then they said they want to make people antennas. They want to make people antennas. Just like, you know who came out with the tinfoil hat thing? CIA. They did that to mock people. That shit actually makes you an antenna. When you put that aluminum on your fucking head, what you used to use to make your TV better? Aluminum.
Yeah, you put it on the little
You put it on the antenna.
Yeah.
And you over here walking around like alfalfa. You know what I mean? You're like, I don't know how they found me.
Better watch Signs with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Verse Rev 16 and 2.
These people think we're crazy. Good. Yeah, good. That shit
Good.
turned me up, man.
Yeah.
Good.
They think we're crazy.
Yep.
You know?
They staying out there in the cold.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, I'm sorry.
well, just like in like the movies, they show the crazy man standing in the corner, and what they always say, this is the end. This is the
He
beginning
said,
of the end.
you all gonna die.
A prime example, you can watch the movie. I believe what's that? 2012, I believe.
Yeah.
They show you that like a crazy man in the corner.
Let me say this concerning conversations in the world. If we're standing right here in public telling you Babylon's gonna be destroyed, the dollar's gonna collapse, and these people ain't running by and stomping and coming up, motherfuckers ain't gonna listen to you in your day to day.
Yep.
You shouldn't be telling people shit in your day-to-day.
Nope.
You should be
Hell
on,
no.
Clark Kent mode.
Yep.
Yep. Don't say shit.
Cash knocked out pearls before the swine.
Yep.
They ain't listening now.
You got
Yep.
precious jewels, you're gonna throw them in the pig pen?
Yep.
You don't do that.
Yep. Do a lesson on it.
And that's one thing. Real quick, for example, back there, you know, when the whole C19 thing happened in 2020, this Jake was saying, yeah, man, I take my herbs, you know, I got my weed and stuff. And I said, yeah, man, you know, even you could ever heard of like elderberry, you can take that too. Oh, excuse me, I don't think too much is good for your body. You know, then he was like, he blinked at me. He was like, yeah, so I got my orange juice, my cranberry. I said, hey.
And that's the Lord
Yeah.
showing you not to say nothing.
Exactly.
When somebody don't listen, that's the Lord showing you, oh, they're here. Okay, cut it off.
Right there, I said,
Cut it right out.
never mind.
Yep.
I should never said shit.
Yep.
You know? But back in the scriptures, Rev 16:2, and it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men and women, which had the mark of the beast.
You can't forget the elderly men, the young men, the infants, the toddlers. You know, everybody who takes that, there's repercussions for taking it. Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. And a quick point, even with the vaccine. Oh, my bad.
Turn the camera off.
My bad. Quick, exit out. Salakia. Even with the jump shot, 2 years later, people what? They had side effects. Even after they took it, they had side effects in their flesh.
Suddenly.
Yeah, suddenly. Now 3 years later, they're what?
Good.
They dropping dead like flies. So how much more when he put that, you know, that shit inside you, man? You know?
They should know, like, they can't perfect the soul for them. What the fuck they gonna
Come on, man.
I was watching Apostle Gabar's videos on his breakdown. He said they're gonna get the big C word, man. A lot of you taking that is gonna cause the C word.
Oh shit.
C word. Cancer.
The what?
Cancer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, what's the C word?
Yeah.
I'm looking around. But no, that's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Nope.
Yep.
It's gonna cause, you know, it's gonna cause those qualities in your body.
He said, don't drop that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I believe I forgot, like a few years back, it said that those things can actually, you know, cause the C.
Oh yeah,
C word.
well think about it. It's a frequency that's changing molecular structure.
Yeah.
So it's causing a, you know,
Yeah.
Imbalance, a chemical imbalance in your system.
you're gonna go from being emo to
Yeah.
it's like, I'm sorry, wait.
That was it. That was the part right there.
You wanna get those definitions?
Yeah. So I read stigma, which goes into cutting in your flesh, and I go into charagma, and then I also got grapho for you.
Yes.
Okay. So now, not charisma, charagma. When you go into Rev 13, for Mark, it goes into charagma, right? Now, charagma means a stamp, an imprinted mark, so that it will be imprinted in you, you know? An imprinted mark, it says a mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which that's a Christian doctrine. But is Esau Antichrist? Yeah.
Yeah.
Esau is an Antichrist-like nation.
But it's not just gonna be one individual that has a nice suit on, you know, a snappy tie.
Yeah.
As a world leader, the whole system is anti.
Yup.
You see?
Yep. That's why I said in the last days there shall be many.
Yeah.
Because people are following an anti-vibration.
Yep.
They're anti-Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Guess what? Everybody who takes this is an anti.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. You women that buck up against brothers in the truth, you're an antichrist,
Yep.
man. Because you're going anti-Yahweh Shai.
Exactly.
You're going against, you know? It says, I'm
They're
sorry.
like fallouts.
Yeah. Look, it says thing carved.
Yeah.
You're going to carve it in you.
Oh, shit.
When you look up on a microscopic level, do you know what your skin looks like when a needle, when it goes in? It's like a big ass gaping hole.
Damn.
I got a picture of it.
Damn.
It's a big ass hole, but to the naked eye, it can't be seen. But imagine looking at this skin and putting a grain of rice in there. What do you
Yeah.
think that's gonna do?
It's micro.
You know,
Right.
it's boring its way in. You know,
Damn, bro.
it's boring in your skin. Oh, and then it goes into an idolatrous image.
Wow.
So it's an idolatrous mark.
The highest level.
Because you gotta eat, drink, and live. You gotta serve it to do these things. Just like back in the ancient time, you wanted to eat, live. You know, you had to bow down.
Yep.
You know, so we're coming into that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego moment. You know, we're coming into that. You know,
That's right.
and then now going into the other word, grapho.
Which you should look these words up in the blue letter. Look up stigma. Just Google. Blue letter Bible, stigma, grapho, and charagma.
Yep.
They all tie in with Rev 13:16. You know?
I was looking at it the other night. Yeah.
Now, just give me a moment. I think grapho is a part of Mark, right? So when you go into the etymon of the word charagma.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got karax,
Oh, yeah.
which
yeah,
goes,
karax.
you know, let me get it, which goes into the pale or stake. So he saw a stabbing device
Yep.
that left a fucking mark.
Yep.
I'm sorry, man.
Which is
Excuse
how
me.
you say it, a syringe.
Yeah.
Yep.
He saw them, he said, "Ka!" And it left something there, man.
A subdermal
Yeah.
device. Yeah, instrument.
It
Come on,
says,
man.
right, man.
How much more proof do you need? The proof's in the it's right there, man.
You know how
I think
they
the
got.
parents took a bad.
You know how niggas are. They gotta see it.
Of course, yeah. They got that 501c, you know that
Yeah.
the whole thing, man.
They're in that
He
golden
said-
calf spirit.
He said, let me get a look. I ain't get a good look at it. Let me see it again.
Come on, man.
Now, when you go into this word grapho, which grapho is which goes into written.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Right. So what's going to be written on there? Your medical records, your financial records, you know,
Yep.
criminal history, all of that.
But real quick, the word grapho is found in Revelations, and it's found a lot of times, but in
I'll read this while you're looking for that. This is Revelation 14 and verse 9. And it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, my bad, my pages are messing up. Slide again. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image.
Right. We just read earlier what it means to worship. You know, you bound down to a society.
Yep.
You know, you love it. You want to stay here.
Yep. Hell yeah.
You don't see. You know what? You don't see a problem with this place, man.
Yeah.
You don't see a problem with these wicked ass teachers setting up library days where you have, you know, alphabets reading to your children. You don't.
Oh,
you think
man.
that's okay? You don't have a problem with these high pagan days.
Yeah.
You see?
That shit is so fucking slack, man. And it goes on to say, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture.
So you're gonna drink of that cup, man. And that
Hell
cup
yeah.
represents nuclear destruction,
Yep.
and also destruction by what the world would call unidentified aerial phenomena,
Right.
or UFOs.
That's right.
You know?
Just like man James Brown said, he said, now it's time to drink out that righteous cup. You know, the big payback. And it says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Meaning you're not going to get any mercy. So you shouldn't take that, man. Because if you take that, you know, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
You know, now the doors of mercy are open. Now you can repent, but the doors of mercy are closing. So we're telling you to repent now.
Right.
You know,
And it says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. It says, in the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever.
right? So while this place is being destroyed, the elect are going to be delivered, and the elect are going to be in the chariots watching people burn.
That's right.
You know,
Glass mingle with fire.
Yep.
So I got it for you. So when you go into Rev 13, it goes into, check this out. For the word mark, it goes into charagma, which means imprinted mark. Then it goes into karax, which means which was used to put it in, which then goes into grapho, which is written in the mark when it's inside you, meaning the technology. That's a breakdown,
That's a
bro.
process right there.
That's a
Yeah.
breakdown. So it's written with all the information. That mark that he puts in you has written information within it.
Oh, shit.
whose information? Your information.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who's going to have access to that? The elites.
Yep.
If your ass get out of line, they can just cut it off, and then you'll be killed. And then you said, how you said it again? Kill you?
Yeah.
Rev 13,
Yeah.
15?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. So
So
when you
either way, it's lose-lose situation.
Yep.
You take this and you get the C word, or if you take it, you gain a conscience, you fuck up, and you get excommunicated from society anyway, you might as well not take it.
Damn.
And fuck these people. Why you want to be with these? These people don't give a shit about you. These women don't care about you. The
Yep.
men, nobody done this place don't give a shit about us, bro.
I had to pick up a delivery. It's supposed to be customer service. You know, this bitch, she just looked at me and did that.
Wow.
Yo,
Fucking
people
asshole.
are demons, man.
Yeah, they are.
They fucking demons.
They be demons to
Yep.
us, bro.
Yep.
They don't got demons on them. They're demons,
Yep.
man. He just all right. And it says,
That's why we be putting curses on.
oh,
Yep.
man.
You know?
Yep.
Because as men, we handle ourselves a certain way. We're, you know, respectful.
Yep.
We have manners. You know.
You know what I realized in these last days? Most of my issues that I deal with at work come from fucking women. Men have more of an idea how to conduct themselves.
Right.
Doing this, doing that. With women, they're just fucking confused, emotional balls that need to get, you know?
Yeah, they work in customer service positions, but they don't have good customer service.
yeah.
You know.
And that's why they have no wisdom, because they don't know that they could possibly burn bridges because of their actions. That's why in these last days when shit actually like hit the fan, bro, they gonna be open season. They gonna be open season, not knowing what to do, not knowing nothing.
What's
They
up,
gonna be
brother?
asking, oh, how you doing?
Good,
What's
man.
up,
How y'all
man?
been, man?
Good, you?
You too, man. You too.
Good seeing you.
So like when these females, bro, when shit like actually hits the fan, they gonna be you know, out here just, you know, by themselves, and they gonna regret it.
They're done, man. They're done.
Mhm.
Nobody even wants to deal with women in America.
They're losing.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the last ones to find it out.
Yeah.
When you look, women are losing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in my day to day, I'll be watching, you know, because pray, fast, study, work out. We're working out.
Yep.
We're getting healthier in the
Yep.
spirit. We're getting, you know, better as men.
Yep.
And you look at these women, their faces are bloated from alcohol. The leggings are not, they're not
Yep.
getting tighter.
Ugh.
They're pulling them up higher.
Yep.
Trying to
Big
cover the
ass
stomach.
Yep.
Trash.
They don't have no spirit to improve. So
Nope.
They're not in the gym.
Nope.
The ones that are, they're just there for attention and
Yep.
validation.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Trash. They're losing. Women are losing.
Mass evictions are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, the brother from you know, I believe the brother from NY, he did a video on the cutting stamps in March.
The what?
Cutting food stamps next
Oh
month.
wow.
Yep.
From hundreds of dollars to 23. What the fuck you gonna do with that, man? You gonna buy some eggs?
By a dozen.
Hey, once that shit happens, they gonna be like Stoney from what movie is
Set
that?
it off.
He's like, I'm gonna buy it, man.
You know what he want?
You don't really have purpose out here. Like,
Yeah.
not us. We don't, you know what I'm
Shit.
saying? The Lord gonna put you women in that extreme desperation.
That's just prostitution.
Just like Lot's
Exactly.
daughters. Lot's daughters thought her dad was the only man left on earth. That's how angry the Lord was, man.
What you have more Gabar? Was that?
No.
Okay.
No, I read the blue letter for Karagma, Karax,
Yeah, yeah.
and Grapho.
All right. I got the
No.
back in this.
Which a graph today has what? Information of numbers and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like diagram,
Grid.
grid.
Yep.
You know,
Damn. Esau wanna tag everybody, man.
That's why transhuman.
Right. It makes sense. And Esau in the back behind the curtain saying, "You're tagging it."
Yep.
So you
Damn.
Yeah.
He got round 14.
Yeah.
We can end on second at 6.
Okay.
All right.
The idol.
Back in Graph 14 in verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night.
Right, and that goes back to, I believe that movie's called Implanted, or Upgrade is another one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
It
Yeah.
wasn't, they didn't have any rest, man.
Yeah,
They had to obey that device.
it's a few. Even the one with Denzel is called the Manchurian Candidate.
Okay.
That's a good one too.
Oh, what about, what's it called, Kingsman, where you hit the frequency?
Oh yeah, Kingsman with those guys from London.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you got a lot of movies out here that deal with the topic of the MOTB. That's why you got a term called predictive programming, the method of revelation.
Exactly.
Remember
Esau
that,
knows.
my
No,
bad.
no, you got it. Bro. You got it.
I was gonna say, remember that 50 Cent song? It said NYPD.
TB.
CBCD. That's what's coming, man. MOTB,
Yep.
CBDC.
And verse 11 it says, and they have no rest day nor night because of that, you know, that judgment.
Because
Yeah.
you're demons. If you
Yep.
take that, you're opening yourself up to demonic possession.
Literally. You're literally getting a demon put in you.
You might as well play with a Ouija board.
What was it called? Demon. Oh, demon core. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah, demon cord. And it, my bad. And it says, and worship the beast in his image.
Wait, well
It said his image.
it said have no rest day nor night, right?
Yeah.
But what did it tell us in Micah? It says this is not our rest. It shall destroy you with a sword destruction.
Oh, it also says there's no peace unto the wicked, or no rest to the wicked. You know, perfectly paraphrasing.
Yeah. He can't sleep.
Yeah.
And it says, who worship the beast in his image, and
See?
whoso.
I'm sorry, real quick. They're not realizing you're worshiping. These people, going back, you're going into about how it's a demonic loop. You know, like people don't realize that the norm of Babylon is a satanic ritual. All right, today we're serving Christmas.
Yep.
Tomorrow I'm serving Mother's Day. And then today it's your birthday. It's all bowing down. I love you. Will you be mine?
Yep.
It's all bowing down.
Yeah.
You don't realize
Damn.
that worshiping the Satan now has been commercialized and packaged as every day. It's a holiday.
It's, a thing,
Damn.
it's something to do. You know, you it's Friday. What you told Craig? You don't got no job. You don't got shit to do.
Yep.
Might as well go to
Man.
Valentine's dinner. You
Yep.
know?
And that's
Come
why
to
it
me, get a
says.
nigga pie.
That's why it says in Romans, says the Lord have chose 7,000 men that's not gonna bow down to the image of our
Oh,
own.
yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I'm gonna finish it off right here from my line. And it says, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name, here's the patience of the
See?
saints.
How do you receive sin?
Right.
You know? How do you receive the embargo?
You know what's funny about that, man? GOC says, bugged out as they are.
Bogged down.
The leaders, he said, RID is the word.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know how you talk?
Yeah.
He said that, man. It's bugged out as they are.
Yeah.
Just to tell you something.
Yeah.
If they got it. And they accept Esau.
Yeah, except mermaids.
Yeah, they accept mermaid. They did a camp outside of the new video.
Damn. And it says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
They are crazy. They're crazy as hell, man.
I'm going to assist to you. So you.
Yep. This is 2nd Ezra 16. And
Start at 67.
2nd Ezra 16 and 67.
6, 7.
Get into that when he says,
Okay.
actually, you got it.
Okay. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 67. It says, behold, Yahweh himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins.
Right, because they're going to come down with legislations, you know.
God-like wrath.
God-like wrath. Oh, he said that. He said the devils come down with great wrath because he knew he had a short time, you know, to eat off his new world order. So they might say, oh, we'll kill you. The Lord said, don't fear them that kill them.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And that proves that this place, Esau is a god of this world. People really fear him, man. It says, leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall Yahweh lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. For behold,
Right, and that's what we're out here to tell you.
Right.
Man. You know, there's hope, but only for the hopeful elect.
you gotta have faith.
Right.
You gotta have faith. That's the key ingredient. You know?
Yeah.
That's the key ingredient right there. It's faith.
Yep.
Why are we out here in this cold weather? Faith.
Yep.
Yep.
You know? Why are we reading these prophecies? Because we have faith in them.
Yep.
Why we call them the name faith?
Yep.
You know, it's everything is faith.
Which is a gift.
That's right.
It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude. That's a lockdown.
That's a lot of,
That's a
Songbird.
Yep.
I want to watch that again too.
And that's the direct precept to Rev 12 and 12.
Yep.
You know?
Kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you.
That goes with Rev 2 and 10.
Yep.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, because he's not gonna be able, it's not everybody's lot. It's not every brother's lot. Excuse me. See?
Take away certain of you. Remember, it says they should be taken in these are the tokens.
Great number.
People should be taken in a great number.
Yep.
In 2nd Ezra 5. It says, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
So you're going to be idle in a place. You're going to be idle. But if you're idle, you know, you're
Damn.
sitting there. Okay, so they're gonna tempt you with a device while you're in there.
Yeah, I remember years ago, you know, I don't know, but I remember years ago I had a dream. I had a dream that I was standing in line with a whole bunch of Jakes, and we were all wearing like orange prison suits, and we are laughing, just fucking laughing. But at the front of the line was this like chair that you sat in, and they had this claw that would come down and rip your head off. And it was like, it was a thing that took you, but we was in the line chilling like,
They got that.
you know?
Yeah, they have that. There's actual simulation videos of that claw thing showing people getting their heads taken off.
Being beheaded.
Like that thing at the arcades, like that.
Yeah.
The claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could Google it too. But yeah, I had a dream like that.
Yeah, that's the vision, bro.
But we was chilling.
Yeah.
You know, I was cool.
The Lord's gonna have those brothers in great spirits, and the Lord's gonna have them around brothers to boost their spirits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Because the Lord has it set up where you have men that are weaker in the faith, and you have men that have crazy strong faith.
Yeah.
The Lord gave each one of us a different measure of faith.
Yep.
You see, but the Lord's not gonna put us in nothing we can't handle.
Exactly.
And guess what? It's like and being that whatever measure of faith you have, Yahushua said what? Faith is the size of a grain of a mustard seed. You can move mountains.
Right.
So faith, man, believe. You know?
And it says, and they that consent, here comes your conscious decision. Remember, going back, keep mentioning Sarah. He slid his big ass seat. Said, do you know what you? Yeah.
Yep.
And Jake, dumbass, hell yeah, hell yeah, I know what I'm signing up for.
Yep.
Jake, dumb as hell, man. Weren't they though?
Yeah.
And they showed all the Jakes agreeing to Esau in the suit. You know? And it says, and they that consent unto them, right, unto Esau, shall be had in derision.
I mean, they're gonna be mocked.
Yep.
The demons are gonna be mocking you, especially if you were in this truth. Oh man, they're gonna mock. That's gonna be the worst. I mean, it wasn't you talking against it. The actual demons on these people are gonna be saying mocking the shit out of these people, man. Or what about these false prophets? They're gonna be mocked too. A lot of them might take it. You know, the Lord might have them take it.
He said, I took it because y'all was scared.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
That shit don't even make sense, man.
That's a lame ass excuse.
Right.
Fucking goofy ass Ninja Turtle.
Right. Since y'all scared, you're not our savior, bro. No one asked you to be the sacrificial lamb.
Who said we were scared?
Yeah.
That's wisdom.
Yeah. That's an Esau tag. What are you scared?
Right.
That's what Esau say to you.
Yeah, yep.
That's why our Lord Yahushua said, y'all the synagogue of Satan, man.
Man.
The fucking Satanists. It says,
What happened in my body, my choice.
Oh yeah.
You know? That only applies to wicked women.
right. And it says, had in derision and in a reproach and trodden underfoot. So you ain't gonna last long.
They're gonna mock you. The Lord gonna have to mock you. They're gonna teach. They're gonna. God knows what to do to your ass, man. Then they're gonna curb stomp you.
Yeah. You gonna get familiar with the bottom of Esau's boot.
Man.
So there's no point in even taking shit. Yeah.
That's a lose-lose right there for y'all. You know, that's lose-lose.
Exactly, bro. That's what the Spirit is bringing
That's a
out.
lose-lose situation.
When
right
you
there.
bring the truth out, it's not hard for you to be like, damn, well, why do that anyway?
Right.
We're bringing the truth to you.
It's unprofitable, man. All right. You know, reprobate still.
The same guy that told you that the mark is sin, and we don't know if it's physical yet, came out with a mixtape called Jacob's Trouble. I'm dead ass. And we supposed to follow a guy like that?
Listen to that shit. Hell,
Bro, tell me about Jacob's Trouble. Don't rap it.
right.
So yeah, auto tunes, reading, quoting Jeremiah 30.
Man.
Yelling, you know we not. It says, 2 Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next city. So you're like, man, we just gotta get out here. We gotta go to the other city. It's in the next city too.
Yeah.
What was
My bad.
That's
That's another reason for the 2020, so they can position the troops. They was moving troops. Yeah. They were moving vehicles, equipment, military equipment. All that was done during the lockdowns, man.
Exactly.
So everything is in place.
Yep.
talking about you going to a red state. Then it's gonna be nothing but that's gonna be bloodshed there too.
Yep. You bring about Bushwick, it showed you that.
Yep, remember in Dawn of the Dead, when Vic Raines was trying to go, he was like, well, how's such and such? They're like, it's worse there.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go. You know?
Yep.
Fuck
Yep.
Just like Trigger Effect, he said bad. Remember he said it's bad
That's
out
the
there.
cop.
Yeah, yep.
He said, is it bad out there? The cop said, out where? Nigga, I'm in your front yard because of a dead body.
Right.
And you talking about, is it bad out there? It's right here. It's bad right here. But that's in denial.
Yep.
Esau, the suburbs gonna be worse too.
Oh, hell yeah.
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 Jake gonna sack that bitch.
Yeah.
You know.
Like a town, Braveheart. And it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So so Ezra saw an insurrection against believers. He saw believers, because when you go to the New World Order book, the elites are aware of religion and Jake. They're aware of a spiritual awakening.
Right, because our people have a conscience.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why they killed Sitting Bull. The reason why Sitting Bull was murdered was because they believed he was pushing a doctrine of a savior rising from the ground. So they went out there to go talk to him to make sure that he wasn't preaching, and a scuffle broke out and they shot him. So meaning Esau will come against you if he believes that you're causing a spiritual awakening.
Yep.
Paul,
Yep.
sedition.
Yep.
You know? It says, great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none.
There are all these brothers been sending videos of these robots and shit, man. There's this one episode from the show called Black Mirror. I believe it's called Metalhead.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
this little robot dog. This
Yeah.
one little dog killing millions of people, man. Thousands.
Chasing motherfuckers.
You know,
Yep.
bodies dropping. That's why it says in Jeremiah, they shall not be buried. Their bodies shall be as dung on the face of the earth.
Damn. And it says,
So you gonna have those and super soldiers.
Oh, man.
that are
You
hipped up. You
You're
know?
gonna need the how about Shimmy Al-Shan, man.
Divine intervention.
You know,
Man.
Yep.
Spiritual interference, man.
Yep. How's the law gonna save us in that day?
Right.
and those fringes gonna do, man.
Babies got fringes on. They're gonna be putting them to death. You know?
Man.
He says, Jake, the Lord ain't got Jake on their head. Jake, the Lord don't got him open. They're not aware of what's about to go down.
And they don't want to know either.
You know?
You know, so that's why we say, hey, what
Yep.
up? We out here telling our people,
Shalom.
you know, so you can't say you haven't heard.
Yep. Peace, brother.
And it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. And what? That goes with what? Causing all, old and young,
Right.
rich and poor, sparing none.
On the individual level.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
I'm not talking about us putting a sanction on a particular country.
right.
That won't even stop that whole country from buying and selling. Don't make sense.
Damn.
And it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, spoiling and killing those that fear the Lord.
My bad.
Yeah, spoiling, being tooken, you know? It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods.
Right, because they have executive orders to do so. So whatever you've been stockpiling, they're gonna take that shit, man.
And because you will own nothing and like it.
Yep.
They're going to take away your goods, the home that you got, your little apartment with your woman. They're going to run through the baby's room, everything. Like the brother said, the executive orders, and they're going to be allowed to do that. And it says, and cast them out of their houses, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. That's our temptation.
Right.
You know why I said that? Because that's in that time when the true believers are going to stand up in faith. Now will we be a little shooken up, maybe afraid? But we're in the flesh.
The flesh will.
You know, we're in the flesh. But at the end of the day, that faith is going to take place. You know, the Lord's gonna do mighty miracles.
That's right.
Right? Raising up angels, giving brothers spiritual power.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, we're in a time of heavy betrayal, man. You know, where a lot of people are going to turn coat.
Man.
You know, it's easy. That's why I said try a friend.
Yeah.
He'll be with you when the table full. But when when you ain't got a table and no food to put on, who's there with you? These people gonna turn on each other, man. Relationships, all that shit, family, relatives, y'all motherfuckers gonna turn on each other. Children gonna turn on you too. It says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand," Jacob's trouble, "but I will deliver you from the same."
See, that's the problem, man. That's the problem. The Lord said, look, shit's gonna get bad, man. It's gonna be a time never before. Mass death everywhere, shit you never seen, newly created creatures, super soldiers, robot eater dogs, you know.
Woo. Basically, like the only thing left is death.
Right.
You know, that's what it says. Scarcely saved. It's just gonna make for a greater legacy.
It's about to get, man.
But I'll just end it right here. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is your guide.
Man,
The
that's
Lord
different.
didn't, my bad.
No, you got it, bro.
I was gonna say the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear,
That's right.
but a power and a sound mind.
Yep.
You know, so with that, we pray this has been edified and faith boosting.
Yep.
We want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Asher Kakodash.
double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.